Yo everyone, what's going on? Welcome to Amps, Pedals and Pickups. Today we're going to be taking a look at STL ToneHub. Now STL ToneHub is an amp sim for high quality amp captures, just like a Kemper, Quad Cortex or Tone X, but right inside of your DAW. Now the big difference between ToneHub and all those other amp capturing platforms is that these captures are done by pro mix engineers and guitarists. Let's get straight into things and see what sort of tones we can get from STL ToneHub. So yeah, really, the rest of the video could just be 5 hours of me just clicking on presets and going. That's what I do in my spare time, but I don't know if it's going to make the best content. The whole point is that there is just so many tones here that you can choose from. So one of the questions I see sort of getting asked a lot on the STL group and other sort of mixing groups and all that sort of stuff is like, what's the difference between ToneHub and AmpHub? Well, we just did a review of AmpHub yesterday. You can take a look at that on my channel. So let's take a look at what you get inside of ToneHub in comparison. So obviously you have the amp that's being profiled. You have the cab that's being profiled. This cab section is not like a modeling cab platform like you get in AmpHub where you have like endless combinations of things. It's pretty good. It's obviously dialed in to match the tone and you can sort of push and pull things a little bit, but not as fully featured as the AmpHub cab section. Stomp box wise, let's take a look. Yeah, compressor, I think there's like 6 overdrives that you get. Graphic EQ, octaver, volume and wah. Not too bad for sort of hitting the front of an amp with some flavor. It's like, obviously this is a bit of a metal and punk focused app. I think when you basically just have 6 different kinds of overdrives, they sort of know their target market that they're going for. You know, you can do whatever you need to do with equalization. You can do that sort of stuff here. And then effects. This is where you have the sort of effects side of things. So you have a very, very good delay and reverb pedal. I did use those extensively for a few mixes that I did. Then you have your meat and potatoes, all this sort of stuff, chorus, flange, phase, tremolo, space verb, and doubler. So you don't have like, I feel like AmpHub has way, way, way more effects pre and post amp. This just sort of has the basics. So the general difference between AmpHub and ToneHub is like AmpHub is like high quality modeling. You just get the amplifier, you get a whole bunch of pedals, you can do what you want with it. Whereas ToneHub is like a high quality Kemper captures, except those captures aren't like community based captures. They're done by like Will Putney, Machine, Sam Pura, Bobo Chell, people who really know their stuff in the capturing world are giving you those tones. So I actually just thought about it, and just riffing through different patches is probably only going to show you so much. Where I think ToneHub really shines is having DIs ready to go, and then you want to fit those into a mix. All right, let's check out the Josh Middleton pack. We'll take a listen to the DIs in solo first. Let's just flick that on. They all sound so good. Let's take a listen. Let's take a look at what's going on. So good. 6505 into a Mesa. I mean, it's a recipe for success, especially captured by someone like Josh Middleton who knows what they're doing. Let's dump that first riff, that first tone, sorry, straight into the mix. To me, that's such a like success story of ToneHub. Things just sound so good off the bat. Just the first tone. Let's flick through some more just to hear the sorts of different sounds. Now, they're not gain match. That's like the one annoying thing when you're auditioning things. It's just something that you get used to with using the platform. It's only these 3 that started to sound a little bit different. Pretty much all of them, same ballpark, so usable. All right, let's check out Putney. His stuff might be a little bit heavy, but let's check it out. These tones are definitely a lot more diverse than the other ones. Let's see how they sound in the mix. So many of them are so usable. I mean, that from just a mixing point of view, if you like mix heavy music, I think having something like this is just invaluable. You know, pro dudes dialing in tones, the proof's in the pudding. You've got the mix there, you dump the tone onto the DIs, and everything just sounds amazing. So there we have it. Not too much tone hunting in the grand scheme of things, because like I said, I could just be doing that for hours. If that's the sort of video you want to see, leave it in the comments below and I can do that sort of stuff for you. But what do I think about ToneHub in general? I think if you're not the sort of person that likes to go into an amp and sort of craft tones and you just really want to hit the ground running, or maybe you're not the most experienced at it and you could use the assistance of somebody else, then I think ToneHub is definitely the way to go. You can really see how mix ready these tones are. I will say that the guitars are set up pretty damn well. The strings are pretty good. My playing is half decent. The guitars, the bass DIs are in a really, really good spot. If you have less than stellar DIs, you're going to get less than stellar results. There's only so much that a sim like this can do. But if you have like pro grade DIs, this just, you know, slap it on top, slap it into a mix, things fit really, really well. There we go, that's my look at ToneHub. I'll throw up my scores on the screen now, just like I've been doing for all the reviews in September. So if it's the sort of thing that you're just like hunting around for, I would definitely encourage you to check out a trial, check it out for yourself in your own mixes. If you're just sort of sitting on the fence, wait for a special to come up, you know, it's just inevitable. The Black Friday is going to happen. We're going to see annual specials from everyone across the board. So if you want to put this one on your little Black Friday wish list, it's definitely a good one to look out for. So let me know in the comments if you're using STL ToneHub, if you're a fan of ToneHub or AmpHub. I'm a total AmpHub fan. I'm not too sure if I will stick to ToneHub because it doesn't really offer me too much that I'm not getting out of AmpHub now. That's something that I'm still deciding. And as always, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. If you stuck through to the end of the video, you're a real one, and I'll catch you on the next one.